Alright, what's going on, you guys? Welcome to Real Madrid Hub again. I'm your host, Dr. Jota, and in this video we'll be talking about another option that people are talking about actually out there, and I think that they are exploring some different possibilities for the bench of Real Madrid, and one of that possibility, it's really, how I would say that this exotic possibility, because nobody thought, in my opinion, about that. And that option is to have Antonio Conte and Raúl González training and coaching to the first team. I mean, Antonio Conte would be the first coach, of course, and Raúl González would be the assistant, second coach, whatever you want to call it. So, what are my thoughts about that? I mean, what do I think about that? Is that possible? Is that something that really can happen? If so, is something that really worth it or not? Okay, let me tell you something. Antonio Conte and Raúl González are very similar characters. I mean, very similar coaches, very similar when it comes to hardworking, work ethic, and intensity, discipline, order, organization, all the stuff. They are very similar, but there's only one difference. Raúl González would never harm to Real Madrid, would never something bad to Real Madrid, because he's a main club, like we say in Spain. I mean, he has belonged to Real Madrid for a long time ago, and Antonio Conte is completely different. Antonio Conte is a professional, and he's a person who has been coaching to different teams, Chelsea, Juventus, and Inter de Milan. So he really doesn't care if someday, at any given moment, at any given time, he has to say something really, disturbing, annoying for the board members, for players, for whoever it is within Real Madrid, because he will. Because he is that way, So he doesn't care about the values, the principles of Real Madrid. If he has to say something really offensive, he will. That is the big difference between Raúl González and Antonio Conte. Raúl González would never do that because he's not that way. And he has belonged to, for 25 years to Real Madrid. It's like Zinedine Zidane, it's like Nacho Fernandez. So, although I think that it's a very good possibility for Real Madrid to have them both in the bench, in my opinion, that could explode at some moment, at some time, at any moment. If they don't agree in something, if they have their differences between how to manage the players or the press conferences or whatever it is, it might be risky a little bit. But in my opinion, it's something that, it would be noteworthy if you try it. I mean, it's been never tried. And the only thing you can do is just try and see what happens. So I don't know. I don't know if Real Madrid is considering this option, but you never know. It might happen. So let's see if finally Antonio Conte and Raúl González can work together and become the next coaches of Real Madrid. So now let me know your thoughts about that. Just comment in the section below, and of course subscribe to my channel, Real Madrid Hub.